Hey guys, I know it's Sunday, or the game is Sunday, but I'm a little late. I guess I'm just coming from my depression. Um, I just want to start by congratulating Arizona. They did a great job in this game, all around. They got Texas down by 13 points there in that first half at one point. They did a good job of controlling Thompson, which as big as Hamilton is to this team, Thompson is just as big for us. Now then, having congratulated them for playing a good solid all-around game, let's get to the controversy of the matter, shall we? Because there is a lot of controversy. SportsCenter did a countdown on how long that 5 seconds really was. 4.5. Now, in the video that I was making a response to, Cowboy T said that you can't call timeout after 4 seconds. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's a rule. I've never heard of it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying he's stupid for anything, anything like that. But I never heard of it. But I've seen it happen before, where a guy, was there. Obviously, it had been 4 seconds or more, and he called a timeout. I've seen it many times. Not to say that Cowboy T is wrong, but we should have been granted that timeout. I've seen that happen before. We should have gotten the timeout. It was 4.5 seconds. And if it is a rule, that's a ridiculous rule. Because you don't know that you need a timeout with 3 seconds. When you still have 2 seconds left to inbound. And, the thing is, even if it was 5 seconds on the dot, that is still a quick call. Because the referee needs to sit there and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you don't get it in, it's really 6 seconds because he counts 5, and if you don't get it in by the 5th count, then he holds up his hand, holds up all 5 fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he holds up his fingers. So it's more like 6 seconds, and that was not even 5 seconds. So we should have gotten that one. Skip Bayless. I was watching ESPN First Take one day, and Skip Bayless talking about how there's just no way. First of all, that was 5 seconds, and what he said was an interesting fact is that Arizona's coach spent the timeout. Texas got to stop. Spent the timeout, and Jordan Hamilton called him out there on the sideline. And a lot of controversy about whether or not that's a good play or not. I think it was a pretty. See, it goes both ways. If you don't call timeout, then you turn it over because you're trying to do something quickly, and you're elated because you just got a stop and got the lead for the first time since I think they said it was 12-11 was the first time Texas had regained the lead since then. You don't want to do anything stupid. You want to call a timeout, get everyone organized, get everything, set up. If you do call timeout, what ended up happening, happens, then it's a bad decision to call timeout. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. But anyway, but the Arizona's coach spent the entire time out not talking to his team. Rick Barnes was talking to his team. He spent the time out talking to the referee about how he thought Thompson fouled Derek Williams on the previous shot, which was great defense. Thompson just had his hands straight up in the air. I thought it was great defense. Not a foul at all. But he spent the time out talking about how he thought it was a foul and how he'd be watching out for some more subtle things like that. And all of a sudden, bam, a quick whistle on the 5 seconds. right after he's talking to him. That seems like a little bit of pressure. The referee felt pressured, and he made a bad call. That's simple. And this is not my words. Skip Bayless said this. So I agree with him, obviously, because I'm a Texas fan, but, all that. And then going back to, the other end, I think, we had 7.9, 7.5 seconds left, something like that. Maybe even 9. I don't remember exactly, but we had a good amount of time, over 7 seconds to go and make something happen offensively. I think we could have done something better. I think Jacoby Brown got fouled. I think Garrett Johnson got the rebound and was fouled. The situation on the foul with Brown, maybe you could excuse that because he was barreling down there. He was probably out of control. But Johnson was obviously fouled. A few tenths of a second left on the clock. You miss 2 fouls and you have a quick 5-second count. The referee felt the pressure. It's obvious. And now Texas is just becoming kind of the laughing stock of the NCAA as far as basketball goes, because last year they had this huge collapse, and just the whole thing. Huge collapse last year. This year we have a great season. We have a bit of a hiccup there at the end of the year, losing 4 of our last 8. But it was in regular season. But then we go and lose in the second round in a controversial finish. Now it's going to be Warriors. So we're just sort of becoming a laughing stock in Texas. They're going to sort of be known now for meltdowns at the end of games. And that was what Andy Cassius, the exact word, said. It's just another classic Texas meltdown. And I guess it's going to be like that until we make a Final Four and win a championship. And for all the people, like what Cowboy TV said, for all the people saying that Rick Barnes should be fired, seriously, come on. Rick Barnes needs to be fired? No, he does not need to be fired. I think as a coach, he's still, he's brought this program from the bottom up. We've now made, I think this year was either 13 or 14 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances. No coach that's doing that needs to be fired. He's brought us to a Final Four when we had TJ Ford, 2 Elite Eights, one when we had Daniel Gibson and Marcus Aldridge, and then of course with DJ Augustine, AJ Abrams made the Final Four that year, or the Elite Eight, that year as well. Last year we were a great team. We had problems at the end of the year because we had too many one-and-done attitudes on the team, which is just, that's you learning as a coach. Sometimes you just got to learn what personalities will work on a team and what won't. He's learning as a coach. He's a great coach. He may never win a championship for us, but he is a solid coach. And what is he doing? He's producing people like, how many Texas basketball players have come out of the program with drug addictions, who've gone to be alcoholics, who have, been in mix-ups legally, where they've, beaten up their girlfriend or witnessed a murder and haven't said anything or been suspect in a murder. You don't see any of this stuff. There's a lot of NBA players that have those kind of problems. Rick Barnes is the type of guy who doesn't produce players like that. Look at some of the classier guys that are playing well right now in the NBA. Marcus Aldridge, Kevin Durant have got to be up there. They're playing really well. Daniel Gibson participated in the 3-point competition in his second one. He's with one girlfriend, has a kid with her. That's very classy. He doesn't have 4 girls where you hear about him, or is all over the NBA because he's got 3 different supermodels he's with. One girlfriend, had a kid. He missed the game so that he could be with her while she was giving birth to their son. Rick Barnes does not need to be fired. He's an excellent coach, and I think he's the kind of coach that could win a championship someday. The problem is, this year we're just a little young. Next year I think we'll be a great team. Count on it. Looking forward.